Hi everyone, I am Whitney D'Souza. We're getting ready to start our YouTube session. I'm joined today with my sidekick, Ashley Key.
Hi everyone.
You've heard from both of us. We are partners on the 700 Club social media channels, on all of the channels. We work in tandem together to create strategy and goals to manage those channels successfully. And hold on one second. I think we have a few technical problems. We have an awesome tech guy here. He's kind of rolling through the issues. Can you hear me? Okay, let us know if you can't hear us or if there's any problems on your end. Just start commenting and we'll be watching out for those. Ash and I have been doing some research since the beginning of the year on YouTube and new strategies for implementing this powerhouse platform. And today we're just going to take a few minutes and run through some of the strategies, some of the best practices, things that we've learned that we think that you all can benefit from.
So, buckle up.
That's right. All right, so the total number of people currently using YouTube has skyrocketed to 1.3 billion. 1.3 billion with a B. And there are a total of 300 hours of video being uploaded to YouTube every minute. Almost 5 billion videos are watched every single day. YouTube is a powerhouse for online video consumption, and it's an enormous tool that can be utilized by reaching audiences with your ministry's original content. And we'll show you some incredible ways to really take advantage of this platform. So let's get rolling here. Okay, let's look at some YouTube channel management goals. The first one here is to increase viewership across multiple channels. So if your organization in the ministry that you are working under has several other ministry pages, this is a great way that you can increase viewership. Views of your own original content. Also, another goal would be to increase subscriptions, video views, driving to fundraising, increase engagement across ministry-wide YouTube channels, attract traffic, build audience rapport, and grow a fan base. One of the biggest goals is to really leverage this new television. It's where a lot of the younger demographic is at, maybe a new audience, a new age range of fans from old to young. We can grow our fan base here on YouTube and this so quote unquote new television platform. And also, which is a huge portion for our website, is increased SEO ranking. After we have established, we see some of the things that we can do on YouTube, some of these goals on how to really utilize this platform, we need to create a strategy. We're all about strategy here at the 700 Club, and we have listed here a few key points to make sure or ways you can build your own strategy on YouTube. And the first one is create goals and objectives for your channel. You'll want to go ahead and take a look at some of the ones we listed in the previous slide and see which ones align to your ministry and how you can effectively use them to set them up for your channel. Choose your channel's KPIs, your key performance indicators. How are you going to monitor them? Which ones are you going to focus on? Choose platforms for cross-promotion that align with your ministry and strategy. Ash will talk about a great platform that you can use now for easy cross-promotion. We're talking really, really easy, and it's nothing more than just a few clicks. Another one could be to determine your channel content. You can find or create channel content that is based on your own original channel playlist that's based on your own original content that's being produced every day. You want to utilize that, and you want to grow a fan base based on that content that they would enjoy watching. And last one is to determine your channel post frequency, and this is just going to give you an estimate on how many times, a goal to reach each day, each week or month, on how many videos to post. So now we're going to take a look at some best practices in optimization. I'm going to roll through some of these really quickly, and then Ash will pick up after me. So these are just some of the findings that we want to share with you that we think that you can utilize. These are some best practices and enhancements that can be leveraged across all CBN YouTube channels in order to better utilize the social platform, increase engagement, video viewership, and drive traffic to your website. The first one we're going to talk about today is keywords, titles, and tags. The title fits 100 characters but cuts off at 66 characters, meaning your most important information should be close to the front. So this is something as simple as the title. We're breaking it down to small things that have big impact. Your title should use compelling language to encourage a click. How-to, advice tips, or numbered lists can help. And you can see that example there, 7 tips to increase video subscription rates. It could be anything. It's best to always keep your title generic so that anybody searching can find it, can find what you're looking for, unless you're working with maybe a high celebrity and then using their name might be popular. Let's take a look at an example here. Right here is where, this is just a 700 Club YouTube upload. It's one of our feature stories that we feature on air. And this is our title here. And you can go ahead and edit this to your liking. You can keep it, make sure that the characters fit in this line here and that it's not shortened. And you can use keywords, and later you'll see how that affects SEO ranking. But this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. It's the title of your video. It's important. The next one we'll talk about is your description. This is also important. It fits 5,000 characters but cuts off at 166 characters. So you can, it's only going to preview 166 characters, but you can always, there'll be like a read more or a drop down that you can see, and we'll show you that in a minute. For e-commerce sites, it's particularly important to include a link to your products. This is a great place to put links. We do it here at the 700 Club. And considering more than half of consumers are influenced by product reviews or product videos, remember to include the HTTP or it won't be clickable. We want to make sure that anybody watching your video can click over to your website right from your descriptions. And why is my mouse not working? Lost my mouse. David?
It's right. I can see it.
Okay, again, we're having technical difficulties here. Bear with us. I currently have no mouse to show you my example. And here we go. David comes to save the day again. Okay. All right, let me show you the example here. This is the example. Oh, no. Okay, thank you, David. All right, here's an example that you can see. I'm going to show you here descriptions. This is the description, and this is what I'm talking about. It shortens after 166 characters, but you can also click on it to see more. Now, this is the admin portion, but as you'll see here, we have a brief description of the video. It's very short, and then we have links. So we have a watch more stories link, we have a click to experience God's love and evangelism link, we have a need prayer link, partner. We just have a bunch of resources here that we even have our social media pages here that any viewer watching that happens to scroll down and see this description spot can be driven over to your website. It's just free advertisement space, basically. And they are tracked links. So if you use like a Bitly or you use any kind of social platform to put your links in or schedule, you can track those links. So you can see how much traffic you're getting from that. All right, the last one here we're going to talk about on this slide is tags. Tags fit 120 characters. They encourage you to use double quotes to surround your phrases so your video is an exact match for a long tail keyword phrase. For an example, instead of tagging your video as makeup and then tutorial, tag it as makeup tutorial or Christian video or something. Use phrases that anybody would be looking for, testimony, story. Think like a user and always add tags in order of importance. So this is a great spot to really try and capture the audience, anybody searching on YouTube. So this is where, after you upload your video and you have the option to edit your title here that we talked about, your descriptions, add some links in there. We really encourage you to do that. You can add some tags, and this is where you can add those tags. Ours are automatically added for us from a program that we use, but you can definitely tweak them, X them out. It's super easy, and just start typing, and you can add a new one. Those are great ways to keep your video in search finds. All right, moving on. The next one we're going to talk about is descriptions. And I briefly showed you where those were. The descriptions field on YouTube is the perfect place to list a brief summary of your video, quick and short. Or you can write a well-written description of the video. It will not only help with SEO ranking, but it will give the viewer an outline of your content, which can lead to longer watch time and/or engagement. So you'll want to make sure that your description is accurate or very closely aligned to what's being portrayed in your video, because we don't want any angry viewers. The description field is limited to 5,000 characters or 800 words. Adding additional resources that link back to your website in this description field is a great way to keep viewers engaged with your content and lead them to your website, which is exactly what we just showed you here, but I'll show you again. And I think I may have lost the mouse again. Okay, let's go back here. All right. That was David to the rescue again. David Goldfinch, everybody. Okay, so here we have it's the same 700 Club video, and I just want to show you again to make sure we're clear. This is the description portion. Again, we have a very short description here, and then we insert all of these links. Now, we insert the same set of links, so you don't have to have customized links. You can, but you don't have to have customized links on every video. You can load it up with as many videos or as many website articles or videos that you want to direct them to as you want. Anything that you think would be an incentive for somebody already watching your video that might give them the idea to click over there. Like we have daily devotionals here, partner with us, need prayer, things that give an incentive for someone to want to click on that description link. So lastly, I'll talk about thumbnails. Thumbnails are important because they're the first image you see that can entice you to click on your video. A thumbnail is a frame selected within the video that appears as the cover photo for that video. After a video is uploaded to your YouTube channel, you will be given the option to choose from 3 thumbnail options. Choose your thumbnail photo wisely. Choosing the right thumbnail image for your video can radically increase your click-through rates. What it does is it entices your viewers. So if someone's just on your channel, it can very much enhance the ability to get them to click on your video and watch it. So it's really important to have a flashy or an intriguing or an interesting thumbnail. It's the same for all social media platforms, but YouTube especially. Use high quality, high contrast images. YouTube listed that facial close-ups work and have it proven to work best on YouTube video uploads. And the thumbnail image should be a visual representation of your main target keywords in order to increase search results. So for instance, if I'm doing a makeup tutorial, I'm going to make sure that my thumbnail represents a makeup tutorial. Or if I'm doing a testimony story, I'm going to make sure that my thumbnail represents my testimony story or what it's talking about. If it's, if it's a testimony about a boy that drowned and miraculously came back to life, we would want to represent that in the thumbnail because you want to attract people, but we don't want to be clickbait. We don't want to just click on something and it be so far from what it actually is. So just make sure your thumbnail is true to what your video entails. And then here's an example. Let's move on here. There we go. Your custom I'll show you an example in just a minute, but your custom thumbnail image should be as large as possible. have a resolution of 1280 by 720 with a minimum width of 640 pixels. We'll upload this so you can find these specs later, but it must be uploaded in image formats, as I'm sure you all know, JPEG or PNG. It must remain under the 2 MB limit, and try to use 16:9 aspect ratio as it's most used in YouTube players and previews. And I had an example for you. Let's see. We are just out of luck today with clicking. Let's see. There we go. This is just a quick example of a brand on YouTube. For this particular brand, they make sure that their thumbnail is always bugged, so it looks concise. It looks branded here. If you scroll down, you'll know the video is coming from them. It's attractive. Some other brands also incorporate text on their thumbnails, which is a great attraction piece, because if you're just scrolling through the channel, you'll be able to see what's intriguing you and what the video is about without even having to read, because convenience is nice. So make sure that when you take this into account when you're uploading your videos and you're working on your YouTube strategy, to really consider the small things like your thumbnails and your links and your descriptions, because they make a really big difference. And lastly, I do have one more here before Ash takes over, but we want to talk about end screens and annotations. Now, annotations, the ability to add and edit them are going away as of May 2nd. So we will no longer be able to add annotations. However, you will be able to edit them. So if you have them already in some of your videos, you'll be able to edit those. But after May 2nd, you won't be able to add them anymore. Now it's just going to end screens and cards. And these are ways to drive people back to your website. And we'll show you how it works in just a minute. But end screens are meant to create a powerful end of video experience for your viewers. The use of end screens help build viewership and keep viewers engaged. The end screens allow a brand to direct viewers to their additional videos, playlists, and their channels, so you can pick a video that has done well before and you can direct the person that's watching the current one to a new one to try and keep them on your channel. End screens can also, they do a great job at driving traffic back to your website, because that's one of our biggest goals here. And then end screens will show on mobile and desktop devices, which is great because annotations, they were limited to only desktop devices. You weren't able to see them on mobile. So with the use of end screens and cards, focusing on those two, you'll be able to see them on mobile. And let me show you an example of an end screen here. So we have an end screen here. We went into the video and we went to end screen and annotations. And as I mentioned, annotations will be going away, as you see here. But if we focus here on the end screens, we can add, oops, on annotations. We can add our different elements here to this particular video. And you do that by just clicking add element. You can add a video or playlist, and all you have to do is hit create, and you can have YouTube select the video that you want them to show that's best for the viewer that's watching, which is great. I highly recommend that. Or you can do a most recent upload, a video or playlist. You can direct them there. You can choose that. You can choose the subscribe if you want to get them to subscribe to your channel. Maybe they're just watching from an embedded player. You can get them to subscribe to your video from there. And then you can promote another channel, which is great if you have multiple ministry pages that you're working with. You can cross promote right here, and then you can link back to an approved website from your website. You can do all that right here on your end screens when you're setting that up. So it's a great tool to utilize on all of your videos or cards. Cards is another great tool that you can use for getting people over to your website. And Ashley will take over now and start talking about cards to give you an idea of how those work.
All right. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Ashley, and I am also one of the social media marketing producers for the 700 Club. As Whitney said, we work very much in tandem and do believe that we were separated at birth and we were meant to be together. But anyways, that's on another note. But thanks, Whitney, for, talking about those things. And now I will continue the second half of this presentation. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, which kind of goes well after what Whitney just talked about, which is end screens and annotations, are cards. And because annotations are going away, cards are staying. And cards create a clickable call to action that can pop up in the right-hand corner anytime during a video, which then leads the viewers to another destination, which will mostly be to your website or wherever you want to lead them. There are 5 different types of YouTube cards, and I'll show you one in a minute. There's video or playlists, which Whitney just touched on, which is also an option for annotations. YouTube kind of can generate what's to suggest another YouTube video to watch, or you can actually put a specific one in, but that can promote different video content for you. The next card is channel, so it promotes another YouTube channel, so it just leads them to another channel. The next one is donations, which features a nonprofit or cause of your choice to encourage donations. So you could lead them to your website, donation page. The next one is poll. It encourages viewers to engage in a multiple choice poll based on content in the video. So for instance, I don't know if you guys remember, just an example off the top of my head, the whole social media frenzy of the dress, whether it was blue or gold. Well, if you were somehow doing a video on that, you could have a card appear where it says, let us know what you think. Do you think this dress is blue or gold? So anyways, that was just a brief example. And then the last, which the 700 Club uses a lot, is a link, which obviously links to an approved website off of YouTube. So I know a lot of times for the 700 Club, we'll link to certain articles that relate to the content of the video that's being mentioned at that particular moment in the video. If they're talking about prayer, we'll link to our prayer page. If they're talking about a testimony or something, or talking about coming to know the Lord, then we'll send them to our salvation presentation. So it really allows you to, cards and annotations and excuse me, end screens really are just allowing multiple opportunities for people to do what you want them to do, which is either visit your website, go somewhere, or stay on your page, stay on your channel, because that's primarily what we want people to do, is stay and engage with us. And it's definitely a benefit for the YouTube channel. So you can add up to 5 cards in one video. And then it works on mobile devices, which is the major reason why annotations went away and cards stayed. So as Whitney was saying, by May 2nd, annotations are going away for good, and cards are staying, because cards appear not only on desktop, but they appear on mobile devices, which obviously we are in the 21st century, and we know that mobile is important and number one. So that's why cards are staying. So our next slide is just a little screenshot of a card. So the card is right here where I'm pointing to. It's Why Do Bad Things Happen? So that was just an article on, our website, and the person who's, talking in this testimony feature story talks about what he went through, and it's, we're linking, it's kind of like an intriguing little bit of information, like, why do bad things happen to good people? So if people were interested, it kind of is getting their attention. Oh, let me go to the website, and hopefully they'll stay on the website and, become, a CBN supporter and that type of thing. So that is an example. And then, so this is the actual card right here where I'm pointing to. You just go to the video manager and click the video, and you go to cards right here, add a card, and that's where you determine whether it's a playlist or a link or a poll or what have you. And then right here shows you the different cards that are already in the video. And if you have none of them will pop up here. But after you add, see, this video has 4, so they show up right here. So that's an example of a card. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is cross promotion. I know Whitney had briefly mentioned that I was going to talk about a particular channel that is just super easy to cross promote through YouTube, and that is Pinterest. So integrating your YouTube channel with your Pinterest account can increase viewership and subscribers for your YouTube channel. So a really easy way to easily cross promote YouTube on your Pinterest page is by downloading the Google Chrome Shareaholic plugin for Pinterest on your computer in order to share any content from your YouTube channel to Pinterest with literally one click. So if you, I'm just going to click right here, and it leads me to the website where you can just literally add whatever. I mean, you can add Facebook and all those other social media channels, but specifically we have Pinterest, and we are on Whitney's laptop, and you see right here the little Pinterest button. If you, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, I mean, you can literally share it from just one click. It clicks there, and then it prompts you of, what board do you want to send it to, and that type of thing. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. So then also I'll give you an example of how another great reason why to cross promote your YouTube on Pinterest is because when you're scrolling through Pinterest, you can automatically start playing a YouTube video while still in Pinterest. So I'm going to show you an example of that. On our Pinterest board, we have tons of different boards, and one of the boards is the official we pin every full episode of the 700 Club. So as you can see, we go right here, and it's automatically playing, which is cool because the viewers are still realizing that this is from our YouTube channel, but it's on Pinterest. So that's awesome. So let's go back. You can also obviously promote your original YouTube content on the other social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for more leverage and views, but it's just really easy to do so through Pinterest. So we would highly suggest doing that. All right, so the next topic is moderation. So moderation is obviously very important for every social media channel because it's a great opportunity for you to really engage with your audience members and really, just to continue to build a community on each social media platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and now YouTube. So moderation of video posts should be at least one time per week per YouTube channel if you have multiple for your organization. So CBN has multiple YouTube channels, and Whitney and I monitor the 700 Club, so we would go up there and moderate, and then CBN News moderate theirs, CBN Online, 7CI, all that good stuff. The first comment of every video, we suggest that you put the same text or similar text and links found in the description, which Whitney has just talked about, in each video. So comment, create what you want to put in the comment. So it could literally be the same text as the description, but you're just putting it in a comment, and you're going to pin that comment to the top. And again, this is just providing several opportunities for people to do what you want them to do. You're giving them, the information that you want to give them in different places, because as we all know, social media is fast and we scroll fast, and we just want to be sure that the links that we want them to see are visible no matter where they're at while watching a video or on our YouTube channel, etc. So I'll show you an example of that. So this is just a video praying for your needs, and this is a pinned comment. So it is pretty much the same links as you would see in our description. But, we just have a little sentence right here: for more inspirational stories and helpful links, see below. And we pinned that comment to the top so that it's easily found and it won't be, drowned out by other comments that are on that particular video. So it's really smart to do that. One second. And another suggestion for moderation is that you utilize the moderation tools YouTube has provided. So, we definitely suggest assigning certain moderators. Whitney and I will, can go in there, but if you have an intern or someone else to assign moderating tasks, that would be good. So assign certain moderators, edit the moderation settings to fit your brand's standards. So YouTube is really great. They have really great filters. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube has some harsh people out there. They love to comment negatively. So they obviously provide a lot of filters that, hide comments or ban people and that sort of thing. But, as a Christian organization, we might need to include other filters and that sort of thing. So I'll show you how to get to that, to those moderation settings. So if you go right here, so this is the 700 Club YouTube channel, and this is also where you can find the analytics. So we're going to the analytics, but then we're going to come to the left and we're going to click on community. And then all throughout there, those are some comments. And right here, let's see, subscribers, community settings right there. That's where, we have hidden users, blocked users, we have the blocked words, default settings, all that stuff. So I would highly suggest that you would go through that and see what fits best with your brand. And because you definitely want to make sure that, eventually you're going to get negative comments, but, you don't want anything profane. So the next thing that I will be discussing is content. And of course, I had to add the crown emoji to the right because content is king or queen. The content rules, obviously, that's number one in across all social media platforms, and the same goes for YouTube. As with any social media platform, content is king. Your content on YouTube can make a difference in the channel's success. Below are examples of what type of content can be used. So if your brand is a broadcast show, for example, the 700 Club, we upload segments of the show. So for those of you who watch the 700 Club, so if Pat and Terry, have a praying for your needs segment, obviously that is uploaded separately as a separate segment. We upload the full episodes. We upload guest segments. So we upload the interviews with guests. We just had Matthew West on the show yesterday, and that segment was uploaded to YouTube. So upload the full episodes in its entirety, but also segment it. So if people are looking for certain things, specific things, and they don't want to sit down and watch an hour show on YouTube, they can just watch a 10-minute, 5-minute interview or segment of the show. Also, another great idea for content is create YouTube live videos. So if you're familiar with Facebook Live, well, YouTube also has live videos. I know the March on Washington for pro-lifers, they YouTube lived that, which is awesome. So it just creates, it's another great idea for content and getting into that live video frenzy, which is obviously huge in social media right now. Also, behind the scenes extras for special events, daily broadcasts, that kind of thing. Original content, if you just want to create a video specifically for your YouTube channel and no other channel, that's cool too. So it's really just whatever pertains to your brand. Who are you as a company, as an organization, as a brand? What are you representing? That type of thing, and create content surrounding that, which is, the same for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So, and we'll just go here really quick to, we'll just show you the 700 Club's YouTube channel right there. We have all these different videos. We have the guests and Operation Blessing and Orphans Promise videos, Bring It On. That's when people, send in their email questions to Pat, CBN Sports. So, we have a lot of different content, and that's, a blessing because, we're a show, and, who doesn't love the 700 Club? So the last thing that I will touch on is YouTube video analytics. So this is a screenshot. As I had just shown you how to get to the analytics. So you just go to your YouTube channel, and then at the top, there should be like some numbers and a little chart looking thing. You just click that and it goes to analytics, and they provide a lot of awesome analytics. They provide overviews and, traffic sources. You can see how many people have clicked on your cards and end screens and that type of thing, which we just talked about, which you really should keep an eye on, because if you're sending them to the website to another place for a reason. You want to know how that's doing and how that's performing, so you can, tweak it here, tweak it there, and create a strategy. As Whitney touched on, strategy is so important in social media. And a lot of it is testing. So you just got to test and see, and you find out how things perform through analytics. So, monitor that weekly, monthly. It's really good to do that, not just for YouTube, but for every social media platform, especially if you are using those platforms for marketing your company, your organization, your brand. So at the end of this, we have some support articles. So we will be uploading this whole YouTube webinar to our YouTube channel that I think Amy Jutt has set up. So we will, that'll be accessible to you guys. And, from Whitney and I, we just say, keep calm and YouTube on. So that is all we have for today. And if you guys have any questions, please just let us know.
And we do have a winner that we will announce in just a minute. And this winner gets to 30 minutes to talk more YouTube stuff or anything of the sort that involving social media.
So the winner is Naveen Karas. I hope we are pronouncing that right. But thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Congratulations, Naveen.